we should get a shirt, huh? Oh my god, I look old like this, dude. Let's see, where can we put it?
So you guys can see the fucking this. Motherfucker. Ooh. Are we doing this?
Sounds probably gonna be AIDS, but you know. Yeah. Look at dude, love me some onions. Hell yeah. Garlic. That's not enough. There's no way that's enough. This is gonna fucking slide out. That's not good. Pasta. Woo! Just lost that pasta. Sauce. Pan. With water. What are you doing? What is this sound? It's not a good sound. Okay. I want it to crunch. Business is dead. Rip. Rip business. Okay, knife. Wait, where's my other knife? Yeah, let's use this one. Look at that, boys. Sorry. Look at that. Look at that. See that shit here? See that shit? See that shit coming in, dude? You going hard, okay? Okay. Ooh, water. Water cooker. Oh, here are my flaps. Here are my flippity flaps. One here for the pan. And one extra is here. Yas. Okay. Cool. Herbs and spices. Black pepper. And basil. No. No. Technology. Fuck. How do I establish this to not get fucked? Listen, dude. Logistics are hard, okay? Chill. There we go. Okay. A little bit of salt. Just a little bit of salt. Too much of salt is not good. A little bit of salt is fine. Wait, who put water in this? Ew, now there's like mold in it. Did my sister put water in this? No. I sure as hell wouldn't put water in this. I should probably just throw this shit away. I'm not gonna use it ever. But... yeah. Okay. Light in here. A little bit of water in here. Okay. This one here. Cable goes here. This goes there. That goes here. Go to the back. Awesome sauce. How do I show? Hang on, can I? Oh, hide chat. Bam. Show chat. How do I do this and keep it from falling over? Take a wooden ladle. We prop it up. Let's see. Off screen. Oh, there's the end button. We don't want to accidentally hit that. This is tricky, okay? This is tricky, okay? How the fuck do you do this? On a fucking phone! See, this is why I never wanted to do this. You guys fucking pester me for cooking stream. How do I do this? If I do it like that, I can put a weight on, but that still doesn't... Wait, hang on. I could use... we are gonna cook something up. LOL! Because cooking stream, get it guys? Get it? By the way, is the sound okay? The sound level? Can you guys hear me properly? I think you can. Because when I did the house tour, I thought that I didn't even know if I was going to come through. But I think I sounded pretty good in the house tour video. Okay, we need something to weigh down. Weigh down. Weigh it down. Okay, we can use one of these. Then we can use one of these. Okay, now we've got a solid hold on this. Okay. Well, you can put it a little bit lower here. Are you sure? No. Thank God it asked me if I'm sure if I want to end the stream. I am trying to set up the stream, okay? You need to chill the fuck out. Press E to join. Wait, really? The chin close-up. Walk away, walk away. I gotta weigh this down with something. But with what? This thing is too big. That's what she said. Okay, this served no purpose. Okay, so I'm trying to balance my stream off of this ledge, okay? Can you see that? Off of this ledge here, alright? It's not working. That's like the only angle I have, I think. Or maybe behind here, kind of. Yeah. here. But then this shit is sloped, so it's just gonna fall, I think. Wait, what if I wedge it between this shit? And I block it with that? But then you can't see my pots and pans whatsoever. Ooh, armpit hair. Sexy. I just you get the gamer girl angle, right? You get from here to here. Like this is all you want. This is all you came to see anyway, right? Like nobody cares about the head and up, right? Nobody gives a fuck. Can't you attach it to your mic stand? No, I don't have a mic stand. I don't have like a tripod. Oh, I should get a tripod. Wait, I should have a tripod somewhere. Let me try I have this thing. Maybe we can use this to make it work. Okay. I can set that up here, can I? Wait, maybe I can. Can I turn this? Ugh. Oh god. You guys only see the magic, okay? Yeah, tier 3 for the subcam. Hide it, chat. Oh god, this is so gonna fall at least once, dude. It's not looking too bad though. I still can't see my fucking face, but if I tilt it up too much, then you can't see what I'm doing. Is this working? Is this acceptable? Face don't matter. Exactly, right? Who cares about the face? Is this good? Dry lips, yeah, that's me. You should see it in winter. It gets so bad in winter. I think this is gonna stay. We can see all the good shit. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's all about the food, Pogyu. Okay. Well, then I don't need the shoelace that I brought to attach things together. To attach stuff. All right, so. First things first. Motherfucking, this one's bad. We need a ladle. Stir it. We're gonna need another one to stir this. You need to chill. We're gonna need a fork later. Check on the pasta. Oh god, I'm gonna need my phone for a timer though. How am I gonna fix that? I'm gonna need to put a timer on my on my computer. How long is this? 12 minutes? 11 minutes. Keep a mental note and just count? No, I can't do that. Use a computer timer? Yeah, but it's on a headset, so I don't know if it's going to be loud enough to go on. I think I'll be able to hear that. I put it up to the loudest possible. Okay. Dude, I'm getting hungry too. Holy shit. Alright. First things first. Garlic. We've got, what are these called? Cloves, I think, in English? We call them pinches, okay? We call them little toes. This one is a little bit hollow. Ooh. Peelable. Ooh. Little brown. Little brown town. We'll cut off. I cut a little bit off. We're cooking for 3 meals, which means that 3 meals, so that's going to be at least, oh, these are not going to go through completely, 1, 2, so something like this, hell yeah. Yeah, that's probably how much I want. Yeah, this is very scientific also. Do you like to cook? Do you like it when I cook for you? Do you like watching me cook? Nice. I threw it on the ground. This has some brownness to it. In the center, I don't know if I can still use all of this. Ooh, cat hair, lol. Yeah, we're gonna burn that off anyway. I think that's all acceptable. Okay, cool. Small motherfucker. Oh, I should try to cut on the outside so you guys see what one. And the weird thing about cooking, about cutting and holding on to garlic is that you get like dry stick on your fingers. It's really weird. It gets like dry and sticky. So I gotta wash my hands like 2 or 3 times, or just rinse my hands 2 or 3 times while I'm doing the garlic bit, just because my fingers keep sticking to stuff. Oh, there we go. Oh. Maybe some naked garlic in there. Ooh, that's a little bit of a dirty spot. Let's cut that out. See, it's already sticky. Ugh. There we go. How's the angle and everything? Is that good? Can you guys see enough? Because I have like half of my screen is filled with chat, so I can't see everything that you guys see. Nope. There we go. It's fine. That does sound like it could be better, but for a first cooking stream, it's acceptable. That's what that's what that sounds like. I'm probably not using any life hacks. I'm super basic cook duder. Okay, now we go length first for a minimal amount of cuts. Hey chat, question for you. How can you, if you have like a basic cake, how can you cut a cake in 8 even pieces while cutting only 3 times? Answer in the chat. Oh shit, 99s already knew the answer. Yeah, dude, you do one horizontal cut. One horizontal cut at 50%, and then two 90-degree angle cuts up top. 3 cuts, you have 8 even pieces. It's a mess to serve it, but that wasn't part of the question. Did you figure that out now when I asked it, or did you already know the answer? Because I guess it's one of those quote-unquote riddles that might be that may pop up every now and then. Oh, this is a. Oh, that's a thin slice. Woo! That's a super thin slice. Oh, dude, I'm getting so hungry just smelling it. Ugh. I want this garlic in my belly, you know, but in moderation. Does anyone have the picture of the, can someone post the picture of the hamburger where they ordered like extra garlic and the guy like opens up his hamburger and there's like 8 full cloves of hamburger of garlic on his hamburger bun? Does anyone have that picture? Because like I love garlic probably more than the next guy, okay, but 8 cloves onto a single hamburger, even for me, that's a bit much. I could see you putting 2 cloves into the hamburger meat and like mixing it in, maybe 2 cloves, maybe like 2 small or 1 big clove, but 8? How much garlic am I putting in? Well, I had to cut away a little bit because 2 of the cloves were a little bit old, so I had to cut out the brown parts. I think I'm putting in 6 or 7 cloves, but this is gonna be 3 big meals basically. So it's like a little bit over 2 cloves per meal for me. And I basically eat a double portion. Like I think it could feed 2 regular people because I only have 1 hot meal, and then fruit and a little bit of. So it's like a 1.5 meal for me, and I put like a little bit over 2 cloves in. But the cloves are like varying in size as well. So, dude, I love me some garlic though. If I'm not tasting the garlic in my mouth still about 6 hours after I ate the food, then there wasn't enough garlic in it. That's my garlic policy, okay? If by the next morning, two teeth brushes in, you can't still taste the garlic, then there needed to be more garlic in there. Because I fucking live alone, you guys can't smell me, alright? So I can stink as much as garlic as I fucking want. Hell yeah. You best believe I'm gonna take advantage of that. Was that the hamburger picture? So I didn't, I can't really check that right now. Did you find it? Because I saw somebody link something. Was that Musta? Being around me seems interesting. Oh yeah, I've got 2 modes. I've got like single mode and like not single mode. These are very different. I think I'm pretty good at knowing where like reasonable limits are of like what's acceptable around people and what's not acceptable around people. Well, that's not entirely true, because I do have some things that I feel like should be acceptable around people, and I will kind of like push that and try to push people's limits when I know they're like being babies about something, and I'll kind of like stress test them on that just to see how they respond, you know, how they are as people. Like at the birthday party, I was singing along to a song, and a dude that I didn't know, that I met for the first time at the song, heard me, like, he sat next to me on the couch singing along, and he actually like punched me. Not like super hard, but he like punched me to stop. And I was like, okay, so you're a douchebag. That's good to know, you know? Like imagine going to a birthday party where someone else is, you're both invited there, the other person enjoys the music and is singing along to the song, and you punch them without even knowing them. Like, even if it's like a gentle punch, just like, yeah, that tells me a lot about a person. So it's like that was like a good litmus test to know somebody's a douche or not. So now that's confirmed. So now I can, you know, move on knowing that there's no need to kind of pursue maybe a possible friendship with the other person, you know that there's like, that's a complete non-starter. So it's good to know. So sometimes it's good to like press the limits a little bit in the beginning, so you know that you're not wasting your precious time on someone who's not worth it in the long run, you know? Maybe give someone like an extra opportunity to kind of like disappoint you or to hurt you, and then see if they take it. If they don't take it, then maybe they're worth investing your time into. If they don't, if they don't take it. If they do take it, then you know you can move on to the next one. Speaking of moving on to the next one, red onions. 3 decently sized red onions. Let's go. We're gonna slice them and dice them. And I don't give a fuck about that no crying bullshit. We're going straight to the ass and cutting off the ass. That's how we do it. Because letting out your emotions is good. If you need to cry, just cry. Just cry it out, baby. None of that toxic masculinity here. Also, I'm at 5% battery power. Holy shit. Wait, suction? Did you guys hear that? Did you guys hear the suction? Okay, I can't reach there with my cable. I'm gonna have to use an extension cord here. That's gonna complicate the setup a little bit. So let me route it through here. Oh no, wait, I need to keep it up here, otherwise the water boiler is not going to be able to. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. This is not scuffed at all, just water, electricity right next to each other. There's no way this could possibly go wrong. Where's my plug-in? Saved! 1% battery. Jesus, that went from 5 to 1 real quick. Are we saved? I think we saved. We're dying, give life support. CPR each other in the chat right now. I want to see some homies give each other life support. I think we're still live. I think we're still going. I think I managed. Holy shit, it's how it took me to walk upstairs and go back downstairs. That was 4% of my battery. Okay. There's two types of battery life, guys. You guys own phones, right? You guys have a phone? Like, you know this. Sometimes you're at 1% battery and somehow the phone still lives for like a whole day. And it's like, how is it doing it? I don't even know. And sometimes you're at 10% battery and you blink and it's dead. Like, do the percentages really mean anything anymore? Like, your phone dies at 55? Well, that means it probably had a pre-existing condition. Or obesity. Maybe type 1 diabetes. Definitely type 2 though. Is your phone a smoker? Never mind, my dad died at 54. He didn't do anything unhealthy. Didn't drink alcohol, didn't smoke. Oh, did I ever tell you guys that? My sister found out later that it's very possible that my dad died because of a complication, possibly because of a car accident he had. Because apparently it's pretty common for people who have frontal car crashes that because his fucking airbag didn't pop up, so he hit the steering wheel like full force with his chest and cracked his sternum. And what my sister was talking to a doctor, and the doctor thinks that when he cracked his sternum, it's possible that his sternum got pushed into his aorta, and that's possibly what created the weakness in his aorta that then years later ended up with him bleeding out, basically, because it created like a weak spot. But yeah, he didn't really go to the hospital. Like, they just checked that I think they just took a picture of his sternum and saw that it was broken. And there's basically nothing you do. Like, you just have to wait until it heals. I mean, now at least I know if somebody has like a car accident like that or something, I'll make sure to tell them to also get like a scan of their heart and of their aorta to make sure that that's safe. Make sure you guys do the same. If you hear of someone who has like a frontal car accident, or they crack their sternum, or they smash their chest into their steering wheel or something, make sure that they also get their heart checked, okay? Because it is possible that their sternum is like broken and it's like whatever, and they just have to wait until it's fixed. But if you it's possible that maybe their aorta also got fucked, and unless you specifically look for that, you won't see that on like a scan. So make sure that you learn from my dad's death, I guess. Maybe you can prevent someone else's, because I think they would put a shunt or a stent or a pacemaker or something to make sure that that doesn't have to lead to somebody just eventually spontaneously starting to bleed out because the weak spot finally gives out, you know? Because there's a lot of pressure on your arteries. No, not arteries. Oh yeah, it is arteries, yeah. There's like a lot of pressure on your arteries. If there's a weak spot somewhere that starts to give, like, it immediately just leads to you completely bleeding out. This is a lighthearted topic, right? Talk about while cooking. Oh, no, wait, no, never mind. I was thinking maybe I was in the wrong section, but I think I selected the right section. Dude, can you believe that I googled how to stream on Twitch from mobile? Only to find that it's just like built into the fucking mobile app? Duh. God, I'm such a fucking boomer, dude. I was like, okay, which app do I have to download to stream with? Oh yeah, none of the alerts and everything are set up and everything, so, you know. We can save your scam train for later. Oh my god, I'm so hungry, dude. Alright, it's 1.5 onions. Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah. We're getting those veggies in. I think I'll cut this off as well, because it's still the end piece, so it's kind of like... Ooh. Can you guys hear the suction when you do it? This is still like, not really great to eat, so I'll cut off that piece. I put the computer on the loudest possible volume to hear the alarm if it goes off. Can you guys hear the suction? Because I hear that somebody used it. I hear it. Okay. Oh, the tears are coming. Okay, this is all the hard work, by the way. Just the garlic, the onions, and then the mushrooms, the shrooms, the potatoes. But then once those are done, it's all just fun and games and waiting for it all to just get ready, I guess. Boom. Third one. I'm just slicing it and dicing him like the guy, like the onion guy. He's all like, oh, you don't have to do like horizontal cuts and diagonal tai chi moves to get your onions diced. Just cut a little, you know, because they're built in layers, right? So you don't have to. They are built in layers. So you simply cut the onion a little bit crookedly, and they will automatically give you small pieces, or just dice the onion. No, if I mentioned the things I'm mentioning today yesterday, I would have been crying because I was like on the verge for like 15 minutes, 20 minutes. But now I can just talk about it, even with this onion prickle in my eye. And it's fine. It's not that bad, honestly. I think it's because I have contacts, though. I think you're more, like, a lot of the particles that could lead to you, like, irritation in your eye that can cause you to cry. I think a lot of the particles get stopped when you have contacts. Here we go. And then the final cut. Nice. That is very nice. That is, it's looking good, chat. Look at this. Beautiful. Yes, Chefdor will show you how to cook the food. Ouais, très bien, d'accord. Ensuite, next, you take the mushroom, the champignons. Voici 2 paquets de champignons, half a kilo, 2 pounds, no, 1 pound, 1 pound of mushroom. It's very important to not wash mushroom, okay? They are already wet. You do not wash them. If you wash them, the pores can open and bad shit can come out, okay? The reaction to the water, okay? So you don't, if they are dirty, you can rub them, rub, you know how to rub things? You are very professional at rubbing things. You can rub them, but do not wash them, okay? These are frozen. I don't know. How the fuck are these frozen? They have been in a regular refrigerator for 2 days. What the actual fuck? How are you frozen together, you idiots? Je veux te enculer ta mère. Espèce de connard. Okay, this one is black is not bad, but it's dirty, okay? It's a different kind. Okay, this one is going... recycled bin or... Wait, what was that in the chat? A full class comparison? Oh, okay. Okay, and now we will, they are a little bit dirty, but I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Because it's all from nature, and nature is beautiful, so... Make sure the cables are not getting wet. Okay, the cable is getting wet. Why is it wrapped around this? Does not seem like a good idea. Okay. Okay. Wash rooms? No, don't wash rooms. Don't wash rooms. You can rub them in a towel. Dude, these things are frozen. What the fuck? How are you guys frozen? They're frozen. Okay. It does make it a little bit easier to cut them though. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Why are you guys frozen? Frozen. Although these are smaller than the usual ones I have. This is gonna take even longer to cut, I think. Fuck. Why are they fucking frozen? Maybe it's because they're so small or something that they just freeze more easily. I don't know. Well, this is gonna take a while. So, anyone got any cool stories in the chat? Bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Alone in the room. It was you who was standing there. Tried, it was true. As your glance met my stare. But the light drifted on like the land split by sea. I tried to go, to follow, to kneel down at your feet. I'll run. What the fuck is this little guy doing? I'll run. Does not seem great. I'll run to you. I'll run. Is this bad? Sounds fine. I'll run. This does not seem good. I'll run to you. I've been selling scores, I've been fighting so long, but I lost you in a kingdom is gone. How shall I win back your heart, which was mine? I have broken bones and tattered clothes. I've run out of time. I'll run. I'll run. I'll run to you. I'll run. I'll run to you. And I will these shackles to set me free. Now I was watching part of the Dr. K with Amaranth video. Usually when I see those videos, like I applied to talk to Dr. K like months ago, but you know, once he gets down to people my size with a question as vague as mine, I guess, you know, at that point he's going to be really struggling for content. So maybe one day, but the one thing she talked about, oh, now I forgot what I was going to say. There's like one thing she mentioned that I was like, oh, I get that part. Because most of the times, these people, okay, a lot of streamers that have been on Dr. K have had like fucked up lives. Like objectively, just like fucked up lives. Like, I am so fucking cookie cutter normal compared to what these people have gone through in their lives. Like, holy shit. A lot of these people have like a legitimate, like bad, like just objectively bad and horrible life experiences. Like, holy shit. Oh, I didn't remember what I was gonna say. Is that like in streaming as much as you do, and you're like, you're trying to, fuck, what was the word again that we came up yesterday with like production? Scaling, right? In scaling up the amount of streaming that you do, when you scale up your hours of streaming, you actually scale down your hours of being quote unquote in real life, right? And I think the best stories and the best content comes about like sharing things that happen to you in real life. But the problem is when you're constantly streaming and telling these stories, not only do you run out of stories because you've told them a bunch of times, you also don't build up new stories because you're constantly streaming and you're not out there experiencing these things that you can share. So at a certain point, you either have to start like making up stories or heavily embellishing stories, or you have to start streaming less so you can actually come up with these stories that you can share, you know? Therefore, I think that's why there's a huge level of like success, I think, among people who do like part-time streaming, because they can like share about their shit work experience that a lot of people can relate to, especially if you're working in retail, because customers are literal, are just literal cancer. And I think that helps build like a super solid foundation, and once then you get people in, they'll stick with you even if you're not talking about like work stories or stuff anymore, because they know that you know, right? They know that you understand. But if you start like full-time streaming like I did like very early, I feel like you run out of real life stories to talk about because you're not really experiencing any real life anymore. So maybe it is better to like stream a bit less and find some balance. Maybe get into, I don't know. I don't know how I would get into the dating scene for like the first time ever at age 32. I don't know if that's even like a thing, if that's even possible. I don't know. Yeah, we're halfway through the mushrooms, my dude. This takes a while. This is why I don't like doing this, because it's a lot of work. But then you have food for 3 days though, so that's the big plus there. And I figured since I was gonna do it, might as well go live with my 69 viewers. Oh, 72 now. I do hear the suction in the background though, guys. It's some good shit. Yeah. I don't think you guys can hear it, but I can hear it, okay? In my heart, I can feel the suction. Oh, you guys can hear it too? Wow, the microphone must be really good then, because that's pretty. I mean, it's kind of quiet for me. I can hear it, but it's pretty quiet for me. What am I making? It's basically a vegetarian pasta, basically. I'm using the using mushrooms as meat replacement. So I'm using just pre-cut vegetables. They call them soup vegetables, but I just like a bag of this is like 50 cents. And this is like cheaper than any vegetable you can buy for this amount. Plus, it's already pre-cut and you just throw it into a pan. Like it's a fucking no-brain. So if I wanted to like optimize this, I would just buy 2 of those bags instead of like different types of vegetable cut up, and then I would just throw all of those in. But there's no. They don't have any with other vegetables that is like a comparable price and a comparable and that does what I wanted to do. Like I want to have some kind of not like meat supplements. It's not like mushrooms are really meat supplements, but they kind of are, but not really, but kind of. Oop. But it's basically just vegetarian pasta, basically. I'm gonna add this bio whole grain fusilli. We're gonna eat fusilli. And then all of this shit. And then all of this. And then we have generic. This is like 97% tomato, and then a little bit of herbs and a little bit of stuff in it. So it's like tomato, vegetables, mushrooms, onion, garlic, pasta. It's basically just vegetables and pasta is what it is. Yeah, even when I'm not streaming Maple Story, I'm still showing you guys mushrooms. It's really good. Even in the cooking stream, it's mainly about mushrooms. Feels weird, man. I was thinking of I feel like I need to make more YouTube guides, but I don't want to get too in depth with the guides. I do want to finish the tier list, but it's so much work because I want to make a good tier list. But then I saw Sauce's video has like 35,000 viewers, so it's like, well, people don't want to see like good comprehensive tier lists. They just want to see rankings. They just want to see numbers. They just want to see like, is it good or bad? Like. But I don't want to give up too much of the nuance. Although his video is an hour long, so I didn't watch all of it, but I assume that he goes into a bunch of nuance as to why he puts them in the rank that he does, right? The problem though with videos that are that long is you can look at the stats of like the average watch time. It's possible that a lot of people just use it and then just fast forward to the end to see like the entire list, and then just take a screen cap of that and then just go by that. I don't know how much watch time you get like per view on those. So I think I would definitely clickbait with like what's it called? With a thumbnail of the generic tier list with like some of the classes in there. But I would only use that as a thumbnail, and I would never actually get to that. And instead just use my classes grid, I think. Is it turn on? Yeah, I'm trying to get in there. Then you could almost see bicep coming in, but I need to get some. I mean, full body exercises are like the best, right? Like full body lifts and shit. Compound, what is it called? Compound exercises? Compound lifts? But I don't know, going out to the gym and everything, the gym is pretty far. There's a subscription fee. You have to deal with other people. You have to come up with an entire plan before you go in there. You can't just like walk into a gym and just start like janking some machines. Like you have to know what you're doing. You have to know what kind of weight you're going for, what amount of reps you're going for. Like I don't know. I don't know if I ever want to take it like to that level. I think I just want to not be a sack of potatoes. Like that's kind of like my goal. Just not be, you know, like if a little bit of muscle is showing, that's cool. But I just not want to feel like a sack of potatoes. You know, like if I lift something, I don't want to be like out of breath immediately after that. Or if I would have to run somewhere or drive my bike somewhere, I just don't want to be like immediately out of breath. You know, kind of like. That's like my goal. It's a very, well, like everything in my life, it's a very non-specific goal, which makes it very hard to reach. Just like with streaming and everything. I don't really have any specific goals. I just want to feel like I'm moving forward. But yeah. Good. Which, I mean, in general I am, right? If I did a stream like this, like a year ago, I would probably have like 12 viewers. And the chat would be dead. But now you guys are in there, you guys are chilling. You guys are hanging out. You guys are broing out, giving each other bro jobs. You got like 80 people in here, just chilling. Like that's definitely a moving forward. Because that's like my goal, that I don't need to like babysit chat. That was like my biggest problem in the beginning. Because I love interaction, but I love being able to just go in and out of interaction with the chat whenever I feel like it, and not feel like that pressure of the chat is waiting for me to do something, waiting for me to say something, waiting for me to, you know, they're like waiting for a response, because then there's a constantly like that pressure on you, like you have to be there in order for something to happen, you know, just like with the struggle runs and stuff. It's like, well, if you're not coming, then the run's not going, or like, you know, if you don't show up because you have a bad day or you're moving, so you can't make the guild PQ, then the guild PQ is not going. Like, I don't mind if you guys go without me, you know. I guess for guild PQ is a little bit different because I'm probably a big chunk of the, well, not probably, I'm a big chunk of the damage. Feels a little bit conceited to say, but I'm pretty sure nobody will disagree with that. Yeah. But I don't know, a lot of you guys are getting a lot stronger though. Seems like yesterday when you guys were like struggling CRA together, I know some of you guys were like duoing Lotus and Damien, and were well, maybe kind of carried, but like cleared easy lucid. So definitely moving up or moving forward. That's cool to see. Chop the washroom. I'm not gonna be chopping up any rooms here. But yeah, like I said, I'm making food for 3 days, so it's 3 times the preparation time, but then the next days I can just wake up, put it in a pan, heat it up, and be done. So it's like it's a time investment. It's like meal prep, yeah. Okay, we got 7 more mushrooms. Almost there, baby. Then we can start boiling our water, throw everything into the pan. If you're surprised about how long it takes for like pre-cut vegetables and everything, then you may not have ever cooked with like fresh produce before, which is kind of troubling. You should probably want to do that from time to time. I'm not saying have like your own fucking vegetable garden and grow everything yourself every day, but and go like from seed to mouth, gachi base. I'm not saying that, but yeah. If you're like unaware of how long it can take to prep an actual fresh produce meal, then maybe do that every now and then. It's probably good for you. Also, like, I'm not in a hurry, so, you know. I'll turn on this. Bloop. Plenty of oil. Because mushrooms soak up oil like it's nobody's business. Okay, this cat hair is getting everywhere, bro. Let go of my hand. Thank you. Also, I'm gonna have to. My cat, the cat thought it was a great idea to start walking across my table now every day. So I'm definitely gonna have to clean that table because usually the cat goes into the litter box and then walks over my table. It's like that's not. That's where I eat with guests. Okay, I can't have like poop kitty litter box residue on my dinner table. Like that shit's not gonna fly. So I'm gonna have to do a big deep cleanse of that table when the kitty's gone before I have any guests over eating there. I mean, I should clean the table regardless because it's a little dusty. Because it's a glass table, so it shows up way better. Sounds like you've got better places to be, Philopsis, so why don't you just go there then? Because it sure as hell don't need your fucking negative attitude in my chat. You seem like a pretty whiny person. You can go be whiny somewhere else, bro. I've explained 16 times why it's taking so long, so if it's taking too long for you, please just fuck off. Like... Or, you know, you can take a little bit of time to reflect on why you feel, why you have so much time that you feel is if it's badly spent here, right? You can turn it into like a philosophical exercise. If you feel like watching this is actually time poorly spent, then then ask yourself, why are you choosing to spend your time poorly instead of more productively, right? And what would be more productive, and maybe do that. You know, I'm trying to give you like a little bit of a push, but sometimes I do stuff when I feel like, holy shit, this is not like worth my time at all. So then I try to think like, well, what would be worth my time? And could I maybe be doing that instead, you know? All right. Pan is almost hot. Not yet. It's like when the oil starts to dance, that's when we throw it in. Is the oil dancing? Or you just throw one in, and you wait until it starts sizzling. Nope, it's sizzling. Where's it go? Now to get all of that in there without spilling, without spillage. Oh, there goes one man overboard. Oh, more overboard. Clean. That was within 5 seconds. That. You see? Oh, look at all that. Yeah. It's a lot. Now what I've been doing so far is kind of like, I think overcooking it a little bit until it like shrinks too much. So I'm gonna do that less. I'm gonna leave it like a little bit chunky and a little bit less reduced. So that it doesn't turn into this mush of like mushroom, onion, and garlic, but it stays like a little bit, you can actually see what you're eating when you know, the colors are still a little bit different. Although the mushroom does get a lot darker when it absorbs some of the oil and cooks. The mushroom gets a lot darker. It goes from white to black, basically. It does like a cultural appropriation move while in the pan. But it's science, so it's okay, you know. We can add some motherfucking basil. Adding a little bit of black pepper. Woo-ha! And some paprika. Bam. And a pinch of salt, but not too much. There you go. Just a smidge, you know, just a smidge. So I just cleaned everything, so it's clean as a whistle, Homer. Okay, this is where a lot more heat is showing up, and the moisture that's coming out of the mushroom is starting to fill the pan and boil. So I want to keep the heat high so that moisture gets to evaporate. And doesn't just like soak everything in the pan, so it keeps keeps cooking. It's a little bit because there's a lot in the pan at the same time, but a small portion would maybe be ideal because it's still like layered on top of each other now. Let's check if we can. Let's see if this is close to boiling. Not at all. Okay, interesting. I should probably plug in this one here to start boiling the water. Nope. Nope. This. There we go. Curious jump by 10 with tier 3 sub. No, I used almost no salt. This is for 3 days worth, so. Do you like onions? I love onions. I love raw onions. I love cooked onions. I love it. I love onions and everything. That's why I get this mix as well, because this mix has a lot of leek in it. Leek is like the main ingredient of this, and leek and onion are like very closely related. I love both of them. They're like very fresh and like zingy, and I don't know. They make my taste buds go like rock hard. The cock hammer. Oh yeah, sorry. No, it's bulge it. Gotta bulge it in. Gotta bulge it in super hard. You're like. I don't need a cutting board anymore, so this can be like rinsed. Is the cutting board in frame? Hang on. I'm gonna turn the heat down a little. This is gonna be almost done, honestly. Okay, this is coming in. This is coming in. It's good. It's good. Stay hydrated. Chug, chug, chug. So next is this and this. But before that, we gotta get our to get our portions. And we gotta get a plate for our third portion. It's gonna go in our belly. Sword can be rinsed as well. Wow, that was a lot of water to drink. Whew. This one can go here. Like that. Yep. Yeah. Woohoo. Yippee. Woo woo wah. Yee. Oh, Mario. Alright, that must be boiling, that must be boiling. Where's my handling? Yes! It's me, boiling water, woohoo! Just use scissors, you idiot. Come on. Alright, now we do about half a bag. Oh wait, I have a scale that I can use. I didn't put. A bit of oil. Get a lid on so it can boil. Timer. Triple A's. Use 2 triple A's. That's what I thought. I used a little bit more than half, but whatever. Next time we'll just throw a little bit more pasta, a little bit more spaghetti in or something. That'll be fine. Cool, cool, cool. Very cool, very cool. Yes, that's boiling. Turn it down a little bit. Okay, this has to come out, otherwise it's gonna start cooking hard into the pan arena. Alright, a little bit here. Look at it. With a different hand so you guys can see over there. I'm just trying to divvy that up into 3 equal portions, which is of course a little bit tricky. Okay, that's definitely less than a third. Woohoo! Okay, something like that. Let's see how much that is. There could be a little bit more here. Like that. And then a little here. There we go. The wrists, stuff, and here, a little bit here. Get out of there. Cool. Okay, now while that's sitting there, oil back in the pan. Whee! That one's going perfectly. Take the veggies, throw those in. Alright, so we got, woo! Here we go, chat. We got our portions now. Oh, steady camera, hang on. Like this. You can see? No, I don't want to end stream. Fuck up. We got 1 and 2 and 3. And those are still cooking. Step 1. Yeah, it's gonna be 3 days. It's gonna be enough for 3 days, for like a big meal. So I'll probably alternate a little bit and not have like the same meal 3 times in a day. 3 days in a row. Can you dance? Oh, sure, I can dance too. Look at me. Move that. Move that. Move those hips. Get this size down a bit. We're just looking for a little bit of a shrinkage in the veggies. I think I've been overdoing it on oil recently, so I'm trying to see like to really let it like get to the point where okay, it's really gonna burn if I don't add oil. Because I feel like I was adding oil a little bit too soon up to now. I feel like my oil was getting... I was needing a new batch of oil too soon, basically, for my feeling. So I'm just going to see if I can just do it with less oil. Because I'm trying to get rid of the, you know, like I'm trying to make this the default state, not this, you know? Like I'm trying to get rid of that, you know? So... Who lost in the chat right now? You're eating a banana? Yeah, that's what the kids are calling it. Oh! No, you don't get to fall that way. Woo! Sure the pasta keeps boiling and doesn't like lose its boil every now and then. Yeah, I think the pasta has enough oil like this. I think that was the correct amount. And as soon as the pasta starts, not the pasta, sorry, for the vegetables, I think as soon as the vegetables start like singeing a little bit, they start burning like a little bit, that means that they've shrunken enough, I think, to add the pasta sauce instead. And then I lower the fire a little bit more to make sure that the pasta sauce doesn't boil, because then you lose all the water in it. Make sure that it doesn't boil, but make sure that it's just like bubbling, just bubbling a little bit. And then I keep it there for like a few minutes. Also, after I add the pasta sauce, I will get less vapors, right, from the vegetables, and that's when I can add the spices without the vapors getting into the spice. I'm actually like getting moisture into the spice bottles, because that's like a really newbie technique that I have. I know, I think chefs have like a more open space and they kind of like sprinkle it over like at the end. Yeah, I'm not that much of a pro. I noticed that when I'm doing this, the lid closes, and then as the lid closes, it tends to boil over. So I gotta be careful of doing that. Cool. So, tomato sauce. Always listen for this one. Are you guys ready? Oh. You gotta make sure you get that one. You get the plop. Get the plop in the lid. If you don't get the plop in the lid, that means it wasn't sealed properly, which means it's bad, okay? You need the plop. You need that one. All right, we're gonna, ooh, baby. Lower the fire by at least 2. Get a little bit of water in there. Woo. Lid back on. Shaken, not stirred, Mr. Bond. And then get the last bit in there. Good. And now we start shaking that around. And then we should start seeing less condensation, less vapors coming out, because all of the moisture that's trying to go out now will go into the sauce instead, and they will start making a beautiful mixture. The pan is still a little bit hot because the sauce is starting to boil immediately. Well, not boil, but like bubble a little bit too much, and I don't want it to. Double check with the pasta. Pasta seems to be going well. Get my colander out. My strainer. Wata! Where am I going to do that? There's no room for this, but we'll make it work. Maybe perhaps here in my little in-between sink I have. Oh, that's another thing that none of my neighbors had. They were jealous about my dishwasher, and they were also jealous about my that I have like a second mini sink as well, which they all don't have. See, yes, okay. Now we add a pinch of salt. We add some basil. Whoa! And a little bit of black pepper. I said a little bit of black pepper. There you go. And we still have some paprika left. I've got backups for these already, but I was thinking that they were going to be a little bit. Ooh, there we go. I don't pre-taste, fuck that. It's probably fine. This goes back here. This one. Oh, I lick my fingers with paprika powder on it. Not the best move. You hate to taste it. This one here. Get this Larry the Cable Guy out of here. Don't knock over my water bottle. Don't turn off my lights. This one goes here. The trash. My cable is just this, I think. Oh no, I've got two cables now here. I'm dragging. Okay, here we go. Yep. Let's go up here. Nice toothbrush because, you know, gotta brush them. Gotta keep them brushed. Two. Roller. This one. Goes there for now. Okay, this one gets, it's still too warm, put it a little bit lower. We don't want to start caking the sauce. Let's keep it nice. I'm thinking of maybe buying a bigger package of sauce, or bigger packaging. This 500 milliliters for 3 meals is a little bit on the low end. But I think it's, I don't know. I think it makes sense. Cool. How much longer for the pasta? Oh, the pasta is over, but I didn't hear it. Rip. Okay. Let's try one. Okay. Okay. That's actually pretty good. Let's see if we can show the current situation. Okay, let me get rid of these dumb things. This is super unnecessary. Boom. You see the sauce and the pasta. Look at that. So now we're gonna measure that. Yeah, it's just a little bit al dente, just how it's supposed to be. I still have to chew it a little bit. Okay, so this is going to be turned off. Nice soup. Just a little bit hot, so I'm gonna use these. That is warm. Woohoo! That is steamy. Steamy, warm, and hot. Rinse that. A little bit of cold water. So it doesn't keep boiling, so it stays al dente. Not too much, so it doesn't cool down too much. And just shake it. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Shake it. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Shake it. Shake, shake, shake it. This can be turned off because I don't want this to start caking onto the pan. Oh, it's perfect. Perfect right now. This could be turned down a bit so I can actually stop yelling. It's all about small movements, guys. Look at that. It's all about that controlled small movement. Look at these veins in these hands popping as we're doing it. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Anyone? Can I get a 1 in the chat for veiny hands? I also got the veins here. You guys see that? If I like Also a mosquito bite right there. Ooh, veins? Yeah. Alright, now we distribute the pasta. Pasta in it, Bucky? Yeah. I hope that it passed. Yeah, see, this is decent portion, I think. Might have, yeah, I used a little bit much. Next time it'll be a little bit less, but it's fine, I think. Alright. Colander goes in here. Camera goes, whoa! Come back, camera! Camera, come back! Alright. And now the last thing we do is add the sauce. We put the sauce. This one can get a little bit tricky. So we're gonna put these close together. Do you think I could do it with a GoPro next time? Just like just put a GoPro on my head? Dude, I don't like this. I don't like this, but I think you can like purposefully. You could do like body rolls to make it show, right? Whatever, dude. Look at that. Oh yeah. Right, this is gonna get real messy. This is gonna get real Lionel messy. So we're gonna try to make this non-messy by appropriately funneling something like this. So we can see how much is left. Oh, this one needs a lot more. This one is way underserved. How about now? How you like me now? Oh, did Bayern also beat Barcelona by 2-7 or 2-8 or something? Did I see that right? This is like Germany versus Brazil in the World Cup, dude. Holy shit. I think it was the same commentator too. You couldn't believe what he was seeing. I think it was 2-5, or like, was it 1-5 at halftime or something. They got the story. Yeah, that's what well, it popped up in my recommended on YouTube, so I was like, I'll check it out. But holy shit, yeah, they got ass blasted, bro. Even though in the beginning, there was one goal where Barcelona missed, and literally none of the Bayern defenders actually went towards the ball, and it was the ball missed. But there were 5 Barcelona guys in front of the goal who were kind of ready to butt it in with no Bayern defenders. And I was like, what the fuck is Bayern doing? But then I guess they were just playing very offensively. And then you just scored everything. So it's like, whatever. It's not bad if you take 2 goals in if you make 7, right? Like, who gives a fuck? Yeah, we got the beard slowly coming in. This is the bad part, because this is like all stubble. That's like very pinchy. And this is like uncomfortable to the touch for all parties involved. Okay. So, a little bit of red onion. Love me some red onion. All right. So now this is the final result so far. Oh, stop messing with my setup. No. God damn it, there goes my shoelace. The final result. I hope you guys can see this, because I have no idea what you guys are looking at. We got 1 and 2, and we got our dish for the day. Is what we got. So now all I'm gonna add is some cheese. Some cheeses. Where is... Oh. Actually, I could use this. Though the last time I used this, I used these holes, and there was like hard cheese, and I slipped, and I chunked like a chunk out of this finger right there, by going into this hole like full power. That was not good. For ground beef. Well, I eat I have I don't even know when I last had beef. I have chicken, fish, or vegetarian, honestly. I don't really eat beef. Beef is very bad for the environment because like pound for pound, I think it's lamb meat is the worst. Of like the meats that are kind of common. And then it's beef is like very high up there as well. It's very bad for the environment, like pound for pound to manufacture it. And chicken is among the best, both for like food value, and also on how much of like a carbon footprint per amount of food that gets made. So I try to both have like a little bit more, was it like ecologically aware and also like nutritionally aware, like trying to find like the middle ground without going super out of my way. I'm not like super in-depth in all the research and everything, but from what I understand, that's pretty much where the consensus is. So I'll have beef like every now and then, but it's mainly like if I go out to eat, I might have a steak or I might have a burger. But I'll probably go out to eat like twice a year or something. And if I order food, sometimes I'll order a kebab, which is like lamb meat, but that'll be like 3 or 4 times a year. So I think, all things considered, I think I'm like my carbon footprint is like well below the average. I'm pretty sure. So as long as I can give that example, and yeah, I do have to forego like a bunch of pleasure, but it's the fucking planet, which is way more important. So, you know. I don't mind gimping, because I love meat, dude. Meat is so fucking delicious. I would eat like 15 kilos of meat every fucking day, because it's so goddamn good. But it's just not, it's not feasible, because if everyone did that, we'd destroy our fucking planet even faster. So we just can't do it. But I love meat, dude. I love duck. I love like roasts. Oh. But yeah. It's just, yeah, we just can't do that. We can't get away with that, you know? So I'm doing a little bit more than my part, I believe. I think if everyone did as much as I did, I think we would be in like no trouble whatsoever. And we'd be like overcompensating probably. I'm not overcompensating as much as like a full-blown vegetarian or as much as a full-blown vegan. But I don't think that's necessary either. If people want to do that, that's fine. But I'm not like against killing of animals or something. In fact, the animals that we kill for food wouldn't even be alive in the first place if we weren't planning on killing them in the first place. So, I don't know, pretty. Ugh. Wait, what? Where did this go? Oh, well, I'll clean that later. We'll get some cheese. Okay, let's get some cheese onto the food. Honestly, I hate doing this. It's too much work. Fuck this. Okay, I'm at home. It's gonna look better with some grated cheese on it. It's way too much fucking work. Okay, I'm just gonna take some flecks of cheese and just drape it over, and that's how I'm gonna eat it. Because fuck it, all right? Just imagine that it's like perfectly grated cheese, and it looks like a dream. Okay, just in your imagine, just envision it. just Google grated cheese right now and like, or just Google like pasta, or I could get one of those little baggies of like pre-grated Parmesan, Parmesan, formaggi di Parmesano. It's formaggi, right? In French it's fromage, and then in Italian it's formaggi. I think the R and the O switch position. I think. Is this good? Is this good? Is this enough? Is this a decent amount? Yeah, that's a decent amount. Cool. All right, this goes back in here before it heats up too much. Boom. These have to cool down before they get to go into the fridge. Okay. I want to kind of clean the pan. Otherwise it's gonna like stick to it. Clean this. Clean that a little bit. I think I'll just go live on my computer and eat there. When I tried Beyond Meat plant-based burger patties. I don't know, like back in the day, all kind of meat replacement products were just very, very expensive. They don't taste good. I think half the things that don't taste good to you don't taste good because you already have an expectation when you're going in. And if somebody didn't tell you that it was Beyond Meat and you would just eat it, I think you would be fine with it. And you would think that it was actual meat, I'm pretty sure. Okay, how's the battery on the phone looking? Where can I check that? What did I make? I made a mushroom vegetarian pasta. Okay, hang on. If I just do... Meow. What's up, kitty? Hmm? What's up? How you doing? Meow. Shift tab? No. Fuck. Can I click start streaming, or is it gonna like do 2 streams at once? It's probably gonna say that it can't do it, right? Okay, let's see if it works.